Hi there, everybody. Get ready to load. Get your chair, kitchen chair, a pole. I'm just using the end of a mop handle. It's a good firm pole. I put a little masking tape on it because you will need that, or a wall or a chair to steady yourself. So what I want to let you know is I'm gonna be highlighting today in many different positions the single most important thing that you can possibly do to continue to ambulate and to have better balance. Does strength count? Absolutely. However, no amount of squatting, etc., can help you to have better likelihood of not falling than what I'm going to go over today. And we're going to do it in many different positions. Have I got your attention yet? See this pole? That's one thing. See this chair? That's another thing. Okay? So, what is this thing? Just go like this with me. We do this all the time, but I haven't pointed it out quite like I'm pointing it out today. So I'm going to go up, see this? And up. See that? And I'm going to just hover my little pole above the ground, and I'm going to walk back, and I'm going to do it a couple of times. So I'm walking all the way back to my exercise area. I have my pole here. See, I can put it down anytime. So I'm going to bring my leg up. I'm going to hesitate. And we've done this before, but I'm going to continue doing it. And I can tell you on the leg where my hip is replaced, I have to really think about how I'm shifting and balancing. So what is this one thing that you can do to help yourself have better balance and not fall? The likelihood of tripping and falling, it all hinges around picking your feet up. Did I get your attention? Yeah. And those of you who are with like parents or people that are having trouble ambulating, I won't say older because some people have trouble ambulating, walking. So what am I doing? I'm doing the single most important thing in helping me not fall or to help my balance specifically. I'm doing a single leg stance, see? And I'm picking my foot up. Why do I have this in my hand? I could have it right here. But you see, if I go like this and I start to really go down, I don't even want to take the time to have to put the rod down. And there may be some people that are coming on that this is like a piece of cake to. No problem. Again, we're going to do this in many positions and with different weight loads today. Okay. So this whole thing of picking my foot up, and I'm doing it haltingly, meaning I'm holding and I'm exaggerating my knee lift. But here's the deal. Some of you are doing the knee lift, but you're pointing your toe down. Pull your toe up. Yeah, I know. And if you have dropped foot issues because of nerve damages, it is a big challenge. So you might say, well, how many of those do I have to do? And I might tell you, well, how bad do you not want to fall? Sometimes we need to be doing this hundreds of times a day. You heard me right. And you might think, oh, no, I can't do that. Yes, you can, because what is a couple of hundred steps done correctly? Not much when you think of your day, right? Especially because we know for generalized health. We want to get more steps in than we think we can during the day. Some people have put the number 10,000 steps. Okay, so now I'm going to go back and I'm going to pull my knee up and I'm going to pull my toe up. And I'm going to use my pole if I need it. See? See, it's the shifting. It's that ability to weight shift. And we're going to do a lot of that today. Now I'm going to keep I'm going to go down low. See this? So I have this. You don't need to put it into the floor unless you're feeling like you're getting off balance. Now I want you to stay low. See, I'm staying low. I have to release my foot and bring it up and then project backwards. See that? Have this where you can put it anytime you need it. But see what I'm doing? Now I'm low. I'm staying low. My tummy's super tight. Yes. I'm breathing in through the nose. Yes. My shoulders are down. Yes. And I'm doing a little tiny bit of a crouch type step. Am I putting this pole down every time? No, because I'm pushing my ambulation in my stepping. As I'm moving, I'm shifting. I want to go ahead and shift to keep my balance. Okay, but I'm doing a little tiny crouching position. So when I'm crouching, okay, I'm not putting my pole, again, say rib cage up. And when you say rib cage up, be ready, because when you say rib cage up and you try to shift, if you don't have your shoulders down and your tummy tight, when you go into this little crouch of a step, see what I'm doing? I'm not using my pole unless I need it, but I'm picking my toe up. I'm picking my whole foot up. What is the classic thing that you see when you go to a nursing home? Okay, stand up. Bring this right here. When people are walking around, it's not walking. What is it? It's shuffling. They do not pick their foot up. Why? Yeah, we're continuing this. We're starting down the pathway to start loading. We've already done an appreciable load two times. We pulled our leg all the way up, exaggerated lift, my toe is up, and then we did a series of crouching kind of walking, see? So I've already started the load all through my body frame, my legs, because if you're crouching, many people will either do one of two things. If you're crouching like this, you will either pull your knees in or out, or you end up rounding your back. I know it. Okay, take a breath. So we did two big loads, getting ready to go into our loaded workout. And I've just revealed to you in this little workout, the single most important thing that you can do repeatedly to help yourself not fall. Now, there are many people that cannot do this kind of picking their feet up unless they're in front of a chair. Because the minute their knee comes up and they're not holding on to something, see, they're gonna not be able to shift and keep their balance. So why am I going over this with many of you? Because we're having our birthdays. Number one, we have some real challenges. If you have a knee replaced, a hip replaced, you have a delicate back, Yeah, see, I'm back behind my chair. I'm gonna bring the knee up with my whole foot up. Then I'm gonna shift. Then I'm gonna bring the other knee up. And if you're doing this with your toe up and you do the shifting and you get ready to bring that up, if you have replaced hips, I can tell you that your balance is already compromised. So I'm trying to give you a training protocol to make you, to help you in your quest to be independent and to not shuffle. Yeah, we've all been there when we've had certain injuries. So see, I'm right here behind my chair. I can put my hands here if I need it. See, I'm shifting. Here's my challenge. Because when I get ready to pull my knee up, I put my hand here, because if I didn't, you know what I would do? I've told you guys about this who come on regularly. What do? You should be screaming at the thing, because you do it too. If you've had a knee replaced, hip replaced, I lean. And I don't want to lean. I want to get those weaker muscles on board. Okay. So we've done the single most important thing that we can do to help us not to fall or to stay on balance. We've done single leg, which is walking, just a walking, and we've hesitated. Okay, we've hesitated. Then we did a crouch walk. So I put you in different positions because you have to find that weight shifting balance. That's where the falling occurs. And one of the best things you can do, and I told you today, I'm going to do it in many different planes of motion and with different tasks. We're going to be standing on this in just a bit. But now the first thing we're going to do to get us ready for the next part of the class is we're going to go wide. See? I'm going to hip hinge. So when I hip hinge, I say rib cage up. I drop my chin. I'm breathing in through the nose. Push your butt back. And you come into a sit down. Okay? Now when I stand up, I got my pole. You don't have to have a lower stool. However, if you have another level, a stool, a couch, you know, your weights, you could put your foot on the weights. That would be fine. Why am I having you do this? Because I'm highlighting the single most important thing that you can do to help prevent falls. And that is weight shifting. See what I'm doing? So now I'm actually bringing my foot up and putting it on a lower surface. Now, you could do that with your little pad. See, I'm shifting and I'm tapping. See that? Okay, remember this, because we're going to do it just in a second here with weights. Okay, and we're going to have to be balancing weights. And when I go to put my toe on the little pad, see here, could be here, it's just a little lower than the kitchen chair. What do I have to do in order to get this up here successfully? What do I have to do? Weight shift. I have to weight shift, and then I have to pull my toe up. And if I need some help, what am I going to do? Pole. Boom. Okay. Pole is spelled P-O-W-L. I love driving my teachers a little nuts. There. Okay. Stay with me, you guys. Stay with me. This is a very important session today. Okay. We're going to be doing this, hanging on to weights here in just a second. But I want you to be very, very ingrained in your movement patterning this morning, this kind of a weight shifting task, so that you get it in your head how to do it. Why is this so important? Again, because when people start shuffling, that's when they start falling. Yeah. Okay, stand in front of your chair again. Boom. See, look at there. And come back up. Yes. Go turn. Go turn. Okay. Pretend that in your hands, you have 2 of your hand weights. Okay, because that's where we're going. All right, here we go. Right here. Now, when we stand up, and if you really want to help yourself really ingrain this workout that I'm doing with you today, when you stand up from any chair, anytime, anywhere, shift and just bring your leg up and hang out here for a second. Go ahead, just do it. Don't even think about it. You're going to find that it's going to throw you into the floor. Put your pole down. I don't want anybody falling. I'm telling you, it will surprise you. And if you do it willy-nilly and you don't think about it and you don't push your butt back and get solid, you're going to the floor, okay? That's just the way it's going to be. And whenever I see people doing this, see this? This is not what we want. That's going to get you even more off balance. It's a form of cheating. But I have slugs on today, so that seems about right. So what do I want you to do instead of this? I don't want you to do that. What do I want you to do? I want you to weight shift. You do this through the whole lower body. See the shifting? That is very different than what I normally see when somebody's cheating on this kind of a move, okay? Do not over lean. And if you are over leaning, sink your pole right here. See this? Yeah, so here we go. This is the pattern now, because we're going to do this with weights in a minute. It will be so fun. You'll love it. Okay, here we go. See? See here? Breathing in through the nose. Yes. Drop my shoulders. Yes. Rib cage up. Yes. When I stand up, I'm going to go ahead and try to put my foot on that lower shelf. If you don't have a little stool or something to put it on, you know, it could be a little block of anything, okay? Or don't put it on there, just bring it up. Are you ready? Rib cage up. You're coming up. Shift, don't lean, and lift. Shift, don't lean, and bring it up, okay? And if you can, just suspend your foot, see? And you're bringing your toe up. Now for me, when I go to this side, I can't go too fast, or I'm going to lean. So this is what happens. And see, my cheater move is this. See, I don't want to do that move. That's going to contribute to my out of balance, not being able to shift mode. When you have a hip replaced, you're already compromised in your balance, period. Okay, use this if you need to, but push your butt back. Ah, yes. Ah, this one's much easier for, even though this is my knee replaced side, this is a much easier side to not cheat on. See, I just keep wanting to push that knee in. I know it. And I have several of you in my class that that's what you want to do. I'm telling you, don't do it. Use this, rib cage up, push the butt back. Don't over lean. Pull that toe up. Yes. Okay, 2 more times. Here we go. Squat, wide legs, shift, lift, shift, lift. Don't over lean. Shift, lift, shift, lift, and come back down. Yay. Okay. If you had your pad, your balance pad on your kitchen chair. Go ahead and take that out of here. Or not out of the room, just off the chair. Put it right there in front of you, okay? When you first do your squats, let's say you just say, okay, I'm gonna do 10, 20 squats every day. Fine. Make your first set a one with a pad, which is what we just did. That 2 inches will really help your positioning. Okay, now I want you to go ahead and go into the full unpadded chair. Yeah, it's a rude awakening. Okay, you ready? Here's my balance pad. So now we're going to do a different kind of modality. Lock this in your brain because we're fixing to pick up our weights. Are you ready? In through the nose, drop your shoulders, rib cage up, lean in, right? I'm wide, see? My legs are wide. Here I come. I'm going to come up and I'm going to shift and put that foot right here. And then I'm going to come right up into that. And I'm going to bring that heel up. See that? But when I bring my heel up, I am not going to lock this knee. Keep it down. That's why we did that crouchy walk. Whenever that we did our warm up. Most of you are on, I think, for that. But if you didn't do the little crouchy walk, well, it's a real treat. We'll have to do it at the end so you can get that down. Okay, keep this bent. Okay, now step down and step down. You're gonna go ahead and sit. See that? Okay, watch your mantra for your body position. You can say it, but I want you to do it. Shoulders down, rib cage up, breathe through your nose. And when I get ready to go into my squat, stand up, my sit to stand, I want to be very careful that I'm not collapsing my knees, okay? Because when we do this with weights, in just a few seconds, you need to be on with your knees. So I'm going to come into here, shine my taillights. Yes, keep my shoulders down. Yes. I'm going to go to the other foot now. So I'm going to go here, shift, and I'm going to put the other foot up. You got that? Big breath. Then I'm going to bring it back down. I'm going to bring it back up. See that shifting? Yeah, see that shifting? And come up. And then bring that leg up. And try to hang out here for a bit. Drop your shoulders. When you're doing something hard, a lot of times you bring those shoulders up. Don't do that right now. We'll do it as a stretch toward the end of class, but not now. Keep your shoulders down. Don't lock this leg. Woo! Right there. Right there. Right there. Step down, step down. Yay. Okay. We've done both legs on the stepping pad. Now, here's the deal. I'm going to go ahead and pick up, because I've got pretty warmed up, pick up 2 medium weights. What's a medium weight? Well, it's different for everybody. Generally, medium is going to be anywhere from 6 to 12, okay, what pounds. So I've got a 9-pound weight here and a 9-pound weight here. See that? I'm going to go ahead and sit down. All right, I've got my little pad right here. Okie dokie. Are you ready? I think most people in this class, and I don't know, because I don't know who all is going to pull this up, but if you're struggling to weight shift when you bring one leg up versus the other, then you probably need to do a lot more of the leg lifting or stepping before you put weights. However, most of the people that are in my regular class here, you can handle weights. And when you come into your sit to stand, you do that pretty well, right? But then I'm gonna go like this, and then I'm gonna go like this, and then I'm gonna shift, and then I'm gonna bring a knee up and tap, and then I'm gonna shift and bring a knee up and tap. And I'm gonna do that a couple of times. And I'm gonna ask myself, is my rib cage up? Am I breathing through my nose? Yeah, keeping my knees soft, shift, tap, boom. So now I've got 18 pounds coming down on my vertebrae in a really good, positive loading, okay? So now I'm gonna shift. I'm gonna bring them back down. I'm gonna go back to my sit down. See that? I'm gonna bring these weights right here. I'm gonna go pull, push. I'm gonna hip hinge. I'm gonna keep my chin tucked. I'm gonna pull, and I'm gonna just extend that leg. Hip hinge, pull, yeah, just like that. When you go to straighten that leg out right here, say rib cage up, say it out loud. Don't take that leg out unless you're saying and doing pull, rib cage up. See how I opened at the hip? When I say rib cage up, woo, breath, here we go. Push, and get ready. I'm gonna come right here. I'm gonna sit to stand. Are you ready? I'm doing all this with you, so do it with me. Don't just sit there and say, oh, well, that's a very nice move. Oh, good for you, Jeannie. Keep doing it. See, I don't want you to do that. I want you to do it with me. Okay, we're in a sit down. We're gonna stand. I've chosen 9 pounds for each hand. Okay, so I have to be very mindful of how I'm standing up. Are you ready? Here we go. Pull, and you're up. Then you're gonna come here. See that? And I'm gonna bring one leg up. I'm gonna come here, and I'm gonna really crouch because I don't want to overlean, and I'm gonna pull my leg up, okay? So whichever side you tend to overlean on, get ready. Pull, this is my side. Breath. So when you're doing these types of balance challenges, which is what they really are when you have joints that are replaced, and you're doing it loaded, and you're doing it in many different positions, takes on a whole new meaning, doesn't it? See how I just went to that, and I came back. Take a big breath, drop your shoulders. I'm gonna put my foot on the Pilla, or the little balance pad, but I'm not gonna stand up on it. I'm just gonna shift. See this? I have 18 pounds here that I'm trying to balance with as I do a step and a shift and a step and a shift. So I'm shifting back and forth, and now I'm gonna simply bring my foot up 2 inches, and look what's happening with my foot. It's going all over the place because it's trying to keep me on balance. So I'm gonna go right here. I'm just gonna bring my foot up. This one's really hard for me because I tend to want to overlean, and you will overlean if you lock your knee. So push your butt back. Breath. So I know I'm compromised. This one's much easier. This one's so hard for me because I want to lock that leg. So don't do it. Okay, big breath. Yeah. Now I want you to go narrow. Okay, very narrow. I'm only on the floor, not on my little balance pad. I'll move it back here so you can see what I'm doing. So here I am standing on the floor, very narrow, right? So now I'm going to put those right here and just come into a little fold. Okay, you ready? Stay with me here. Push your butt back, come into that little fold, and see I'm grounding, and I'm really I've got, you know, poundage coming down right through my frame as I go into this. And I'm asking you to step very narrow right now, okay? So when you push your butt back in this very narrow stance, you're gonna bring your weights right to here. I want your knees touching. Yes, yes. Then I'm gonna make it go down a little further. Do not round your back. No, 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 no. Push into the heels. Push into the heels. Go down as far as you feel you can. Hang out here for just a second. Take a big breath through the nose. Then you come right here. And then you come right here. Okay? So that should have pushed your ankle and your foot. Some quad, depending on how much weight you got. Okay. Now, we're going to do the very same thing, only we're going to be on our little balance pad. You'll love it. I know you will. You're going to be going, oh, I can't wait to do that on the balance pad to see if I lose balance. Okay, looky here. Again, get your chair close. If this is scary to you because you're already feeling out of balance and you have two pretty good weights in your hand, then maybe you need to not have weights in your hand. Okay, everybody's different. But if you feel the need to keep widening your base, yeah, you need to be careful if you're going to have weights in your hand. Hope everybody's listening. Call Kay if you're not listening. Okay, see, my knees are pretty much touching. Yes. Okay, I'm going to push my butt back. Yes, I am. I'm pushing my butt back. Keep my knees together. See, I'm folding. See this? So you have to be really on because your feet are working all over the place to keep you on balance. That's that all important weight shifting that you're doing right now to stay on balance in a very narrow stance. Okay? Look at your feet. Okay? Drop your shoulders. Big breath through the nose. Yes. Now start to push your butt back. I got 9 and 9. Keep your shoulders down. Okay, here we go. Don't go fast. Don't go fast. Still on all four corners of your feet. You're shifting everywhere around. Take a big deep breath. Go down a little bit lower with your butt. Just a little lower with your butt. Then come back up. Ah! Step down and step down. I know. That can make you think, what is going on? I'm overbalancing. I'm going to fall on my nose. Yes, you will if you don't take care. Okay, so here I am, right here. Now I'm wide. Now I'm going to go into the one leg or the other. I don't care which. Okay, take a big breath through your nose. Push your butt back. You're going to come down with a side lunge. And you go down as far as you can with your butt, not your head. Okay, I hope you heard me. Go to the other side. Don't get disenchanted with how far you're going down if you're just putting your nose down. I want your butt to go down. See? I want my butt down. And then I'm going to come over and I'm shifting all over the place. Push your butt back. Go into your heel. Don't put your head and chest lower than your butt. Here we go. Push the butt back. Woo! And then come back up. A couple more times. Push your butt back. Go into the heels. Go into the heels and then come back. Big breath. Push your butt back. Heels. And then come back up. Okay? Now I'm going to walk back, walk back, walk back. Big deep breath. This is where the tandem moves really are important. You should be just a little tiny bit shaky right now, especially if you picked up a pretty good weight in your hands. See what I just did? I put one heel in front of the toe of the other foot. See that? I'm only going to do this once. I'm not going to do a repeated walk. I'm going to bring that foot back, and then I'm going to take the front foot and put it behind my heel so that you do 2 forward, 2 back. Okay, your knees should be soft. You are balancing with pretty good weight in your hand. Okie dokie. So push your butt back. All right, knees are soft. And you're going to bring the back foot front. You want the heel to touch your toe. And you're on a straight line. Okay? And then I'm going to bring that back leg to the front. And my heel is right touching my toe. Now, take a big breath. And many of you need to keep your weights in your hands, period. Okay? Or do it with no weight. Because if you have a significant issue with balance and you know it, then you need to be doing this move with a pole. Okay? Not weights in your hands. So I'm giving you 2 or 3 modifications to make it harder or to make it easier. Okay? Or more challenging, I should say. More challenging or less challenging. So here's why I just told you what I did. I'm going to bring the weights up and I'm going to put them right here. Okay? So take a big breath. Keep your knees soft. And you're going to go from front to back and then from front to back. And you're going to say rib cage up. And if you know that this ain't your move, without a pole or without putting your hands on a chair, then by all means, lose the weights, put your hand on a pole, a wall, a chair. You get the idea, right? So I don't want you to look at this and say, oh, I can't do that. That's just too hard. No, if you've had clearance to do sane exercising, sane loading, then you need to have your hand on a chair or a pole. I'm having weights right here as I'm working against this challenge. See how I've done this several times? I've taken my toe to my heel and then my heel to my toe. See that? And if you ever get off, then you've got to put your hand on a wall or just step out. See? Now bring those weights down. Okay? And I'm gonna load them. I'm gonna do another loading. I'm gonna turn on my fan because I'm working. Okay? Now I'm gonna go up to 12 pounds. So I'm gonna have 12 and 12. Okay? And right there. Now I've got 12 and 12. Okie dokie. Now I'm going to do a side by side. I'm going to bring these into the middle. So this is going to be weight shifting again. Yeah. So we're going to go into the knees. I don't mean into the knees. I mean bend your knees. Okay. So once you bend your knees, what I want you to do is just go into the balls of the feet and lift your heels off the ground. See this? So I have my weights, which I went to 12 and 12 now. And I have them resting right here on my thigh. See that? Drop your shoulders. Okay, tighten your tummy. Big breath through your nose. Yes. Shoulders are down. Yes. Now I'm going to push into the ball of my feet and I'm going to lift my heels. I'm going to try to weight shift and stay on the balls of my feet without actually having to move my feet to keep my balance. See what I'm doing? My heels are off the ground and it makes me overbalance and then I have to pull back. Okay, so what I want to stress is what I'm doing this whole session today is we're getting loaded in a good way. But we're doing the single most important exercise that you can do to help you maintain balance. And that is single leg stance, weight shifting, okay? So come back down into your hip hinge. And now I want you to pull your toes up. Now you're only in your heels, okay? So when you try to maintain balance, and you're just in your heels versus just in your toes, it's a whole different dynamic. Then you add a pretty significant weight. You can have it in your hands, or you can put it right up here, and you shift back, and you're on your heels now, okay? And then you come back up anytime you need to. Squeeze your butt, okay? Push back into your heels. Tight tummy. Whoa. Bring one toe up, then the other toe up. So if you can't bring both toes up without really losing your balance, you bring one toe up, then you bring the other toe up. See that? Yeah, try that. Get better at that before you try to pull both toes up and you're on your heels. Okay, now stand up and pull those toes up. And now I just want you to just take a few little steps, just a few little ambulations on your heels, like a heel walk. Yeah, but the whole time now, I'm trying to balance 24 pounds off my shoulders here. See that? So I'm on my heels and I'm just doing little ambulations. See that? Now we're gonna go into our toe. Okay, and we're going to bring our heels up. So walking on your tippy toes is much easier than your heel. The minute you go to your heel and you have this type of weight, whoa, are you got your back extensor is going to work. So that's everything. So it's just amazing right here in this little class what you're really being able to accomplish. Okay. So my tummy's tight, my shoulders are down. I'm just doing little tiny ambulations on my heels, pulling my toe up. And let me tell you, you don't know how hard this is until you don't have the ability to pull your toe up. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm thinking of you, Kath. Okay, bring those weights down. Take a big deep breath through your nose. Yes. Now we're ready to go to the toe. See? So when I go to the toe, that's my kickstand, number one. I bend my supporting leg because now I'm going to just bring my toe up and bring this up, and it's going to be all over the place, weight shifting. Try not to put your foot down. Try to keep your balance. Don't put your foot down. Don't lock your leg. Don't lock your leg. Okay. See, I was losing it there. Okay, take a breath. So this one's my hard one, very hard one. So bend the knee, drop your shoulders. So I'm gonna go to my kickstand, my toe, bend my knee again, drop my shoulders. Big breath through the nose. Okay, you ready? I'm gonna try to bring that toe up. See, it's very difficult for me on this side because this is my hip replace side. Okay, yeah. But you'll get to where you can do it. And what I would do if I had one is, actually, let me show you what I do. Okay, I'd come to a wall, I'd come to a counter, and I would simply back into the wall. See that? And I would use my wall and I would go ahead and bring that knee up. See? So what I'm saying is, don't let yourself over lean. That's what I'm trying to get you to do. You can back into a wall on your challenge side. This is my challenge side. Man, when I bring that up, I either lock or I lean. So I'm trying to avoid both of those, but I have significant weight here. Okay, big breath. Right here, we're in our heels. You learned how to shift into your heels. Then we're gonna come like this. And we're gonna go 1 breath, 2 breath. So we're doing a high squat. We're really shifting into the heels. Woo. Breath, go, breath. Woo. Breath, breath, right there, right there. Heels, bring your toes, make sure your toes are light on the ground, press them into the heels. And then come right here and come up 1 breath, 2 breath, 3 breath, 4, 2 more, 1 more. That was a hammer curl. Now I'm going to turn. I'm going to go to my right above my knee, and then I'm going to go pull, hold, hold. Breath into the nose. Woo. Stay with me. 2 more. And 1 more. And bring it back. Nice. Let's see how much time I got. Okay. Now I'm going to go 1 more. Okay. In my weights. 1 more up. So what does that mean? 15 pounds for me. Okay. Should be shaking a little bit. You just worked really hard. Now we're going to do a little balance challenge again. I'll always, when I've not got weights and I'm going to do a balance challenge, I'll always be by a wall, a chair, something. So here we go. We're going to come right here, step and step. Okay. So now I'm going to come on one. I'm just going to try to tap forward. Use your pole if you need it. But if you're pretty solid, just kind of have it ready. And you see what I'm doing? I'm doing single leg step downs. That's all I'm doing. So breathe in through the nose, drop your shoulders, push your butt back as you are bringing your heel down to tap it. See, I'm hanging out here for just a second, trying to keep my balance. Then I come back. Okay? Now, I may need to put my pole down. So I have it ready. Okay? Push your butt back. Now I'm going to be on my challenge side. Okay? And I don't want to over lean. Push my butt back. Bring my heel down. So see, it was halting because I had to get it down there. Okay? This is all because of a replaced hip. You guys, I'm telling you. Ooh, this is the perfect place to be. If you want to get fall prevention training and really understand that when you have replaced joints, you have some compromises. You don't have the pain anymore, but you got to be mindful of what you're doing. So I'm going to put this down. I'm going to really bring my heel down and just really work this leg without over leaning. See? Woo. Take a breath. Yeah, take a breath. And do 6. 10 if you can. That's great too. Then do another set. Okay? So I'm trying to introduce you to the mechanics involved that have been researched ad nauseum about balance training, shift training, single leg stance training, but it's the shifting that we start losing the ability to do when we have joints replaced, okay? And when you can practice it, it's a management issue, okay? So just stay with me, okay? Now I'm ready to go over there and I'm gonna pick up 15 pounds on both hands, okay? You pick up what you think you should. I'm not gonna do a ton of single leg stances, and I'm gonna do some sit to stands. So everybody's good with their kitchen chair, correct? So I'm gonna go right here with 30 pounds that I'm managing. Why? Because I'm being very careful with the movements I'm selecting right now, because I need to load my bones. So as you load your bones, you have to be very mindful of how to do it so that you don't hurt your muscle or your joints, okay? So before I stand up again with 15 pounds, I'm just gonna bring the weights like this, and then I'm gonna bring them right to here. So you might say, oh, 15 pounds, that's way too much. Well, many of you travel, okay? You're sitting in an airport. You have your carry-on that you're gonna roll. However, there are times when you need to pick up a 15-pound suitcase, right? I mean, Nancy has to do that every time she goes shopping. Sorry, Nancy, it was too easy. Okay, stay with me. 15 pounds. We're putting them down, we're pulling them up. We're not hurting our shoulder. We're not hurting our back. I'm hip hinging. I'm keeping my chin tucked. I'm keeping my shoulders down, very important. Very important, my elbows are in, okay? Take a big breath. Okay, now stay with me. We're gonna get the backs of the arms now. Are you ready? So I'm gonna go here, and then all I'm gonna do is pull my shoulder blades together. See, I'm not trying to lift with my shoulder. I'm pulling the shoulder blades together. I'm not trying to get this big old pound, 15 pound on each hand up. I'm trying to pull the shoulders together. Pull, take a breath, pull. Bend those elbows, straighten those elbows. Bend those elbows, straighten those elbows. Bend the elbows, straighten the elbows. Yes, breath. Breath. Keep your shoulders down. Bend the elbows, straighten the elbows. Bend, straighten. Bend, straighten. Just two more, just two more, just two more. One more. Woo! Okay, you ready? I'm gonna come right here. Now, if you have a wonky hip, put the weights down. Help yourself to neutral. See? In the loading. See? If I had, before I had my hip replaced, this would have been impossible because of the pain. So you get yourself to neutral, then you grab them, then you stand up. See that? That's doable. Okay? Now the shoulders come to the ears. Now they drop. Now I slip one foot behind me. And I bring the shoulders to the ears and I drop. And I bring that leg up. And I bring the shoulders to the ears and I step back and I drop. And I bring that leg back up. Shoulders to the ears, drop, slip that foot back. Shoulders to the ears, drop, bring it up. Ready? Shoulders to the ears, step it back. Shoulders to the ears, drop it, bring it back. Okay? Take a big deep breath. Take a shoulder width stance. Okay? You're gonna fold with this heavy weight. So I'm going down with 30 pounds. I'm gonna drop my butt. I'm gonna hang out here for a little bit and then go back into a stand-up position. You got it? Then I'm gonna just ambulate over here. I'm gonna put one weight down, the other weight down. You always calibrate your weights. If you've got my weights that you got from me at the gym, make sure you calibrate your weights so that they're at the highest position. Okay, little test. Yeah, little test. Have a chair where you can put your hand on it if you need it. Okay? Bring one leg up a little. I'm not even telling you you have to bring it up to 90 degrees. Just bring it up. Hang with me, okay? If you need to tap the chair once in a while, that's fine. Don't lock your knee. I'm trying to see if you can stand in this stance for 20 seconds. Take a breath. Don't lock your knee. Don't lock your knee. Put your toe down if you need to. And then push this down. Okay, I don't know. I think we made 20, but I'm not sure. Kathy knows. I can guarantee you that. Okay. Tight tummy? Yes. Drop your shoulders? Yes. Ribcage up, in through the nose. Shift. Go to the little kickstand, toe. Now release. Yeah, start counting. Yeah, take a big breath. It's 1,001, 1,002, 1,003. You get the idea. 1,004. Who's getting to 20 first? Whoa, I overbalanced there, but I didn't put my foot down. Woo, woo. I'm hanging out here, hanging out here. Okay, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, give yourself a big hug. Drop your shoulders, turn, little tiny turns. Your knees are soft. Knees are soft. You're on all 4 corners of your feet. Drop your shoulders. Oh, this feels so good when you're done doing some challenges. I know it. Take a big deep breath. Yeah. See how I just do like this and I just pull my toe down and I stretch the front of my tibialis anterior. Yeah, see, I just do like that and I pull and I just let it stretch. Oh, you should feel really good right now, I hope. I hope you have a good week. I'll see you Wednesday.
Thanks, Jeannie.